We teach a light on kings and mediate, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message goes spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling out citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach our light on the radio, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, we define the truth. Every patient on give jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer, let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escapes. It's not our country, we all gotta say. Face the issues now, don't delay. Talk your mind, stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud, make it shake the town. Face the issue, no more silence. Liberia rising, we're making it proud. Colin, speak up, your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement.
All ownership, your all finance of all road network in the country. Assign Republic and 10-year electricity financing. 10 years.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They think they will see this election, they will not allow it. Because if you do it, it's the end of this country.
Well, can laugh the government, all the ministers that in the government can laugh. They don't put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answers. Face the issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody can say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
We are seeing a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard
for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the assembly hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions have been spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Town to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I'm so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, modernize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, great Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really invest. The people that you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of people.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football the country. A football the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen yesterday because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What will both do for him? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the millions man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connection say you not get it. Yeah.
No connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing hotels on her own. He traveled from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The standards got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, talking of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Ome, then he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I'm not telling them why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So, starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka sent a bill They will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said, son, correct move. Yeah, correct move.
I address you today regarding the situation along our border with the Republic of Guinea. As President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, it is my duty to keep the Liberian people informed and to assure you that the peace and security of our nation remain my top priorities. In recent days, concerns have emerged as a result of development along parts of our shared border in the Salamba area, Foya District, Lufa County. These developments have understandably attracted not only our attention of our citizens living in the border communities, but also being sensitive to the opinion of wider Liberian public. I want to assure the Liberian people that our government has been fully engaged and is responsibly managing the situation with calm and determination. From the very outset, the government of Liberia took immediate steps to de-escalate the situation by addressing it through peaceful diplomatic means. We have engaged directly with the government of Guinea to establish diplomatic channels. In addition, we have worked closely with our sister Republic of Sierra Leone within the framework of the Mana River Union to ensure dialogue and cooperation guide our actions. Following these engagements, the leaders of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have reaffirmed our collective commitment to peace and stability along our shared borders. Through this understanding, all parties have agreed to work toward restoring the status quo and ensuring that our border communities continue to live in peace and uphold mutual respect and trust. I am encouraged that the government of Guinea has issued instructions for its forces to return to their previous positions along the border. This is an important step toward de-escalation and demonstrate a shared recognition that peace and stability must always guide our action. At the same time, our security institutions, including the Armed Forces of Liberia, the Liberia National Police, and other joint security agencies, remain vigilant and professional in carrying out their duties. They are working closely with the local authorities and communities to maintain calm while diplomatic efforts continue. I also wish to express my appreciation to the regional and international partners who have reached out in recent days to encourage restraint and peaceful engagement. Friends of Liberia across Africa and around the world, including leaders within the economic community of West African states, the AU, and other international partners have conveyed their support for a peaceful resolution of the situation. Their messages of encouragement and solidarity reaffirm Liberia's standing in the community of nations and strengthen our collective resolve to pursue diplomacy and dialogue. Let me be clear to every Liberian. Our pursuit of peaceful resolution is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It is easier to fight, break down, and destroy. As our own journey has taught us, it is more difficult to recover and build. That is why the government is exploring every available avenue to resolve this matter peacefully. We will continue to rely on diplomacy and the mechanisms of regional cooperation to ensure that this issue is addressed responsibly and without conflict. Nigeria has always been a nation that stands firmly for peace. Throughout our history, we have maintained cordial relations with our neighbors and have consistently chosen cooperation over confrontation. People of our three borders countries share deep cultural, family, and economic ties that must always be preserved. Nigeria not only maintained peace within its own borders, but has also played a significant role in helping to bring peace to other nations. From our contribution to the regional peace initiative to our active participation in international peacekeeping missions, Nigeria has demonstrated that our country believes strongly in peaceful resolution to disputes. Today, as we manage this situation, we remain guided by those same principles. My fellow Nigerians,
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. Of course, we are so happy, we are excited, we are elated to be here to join you this evening to talk more about our country, Liberia. Like we always say, we need to keep fighting for our country. This is the only country we have. We got to work together, we got to fight together, we got to stand together to keep fighting for our country. So it's great joining you this evening. My name is Newton Topa, and the rest of the team from the diaspora will be joining me very soon. And I can also see Prince Sharif at backstage. Leo Montgomery will join us, followed by Willem Bro from France. And they're going to join me so that we can have a splendid discussion. It's going to be so intriguing. So too many things happening in the country. Like we always say, the diaspora edition of the program Face the Issues is about highlighting, those major happenings, those happenings that transpired during the course of the week. So too many things happened during the course of the week. But amongst those issues is the issue of drug, cocaine, hardcore drug, cocaine. And so that is the issue that is topping now. Everybody's discussing the drug, 19 million. Yes. Too many concerns being raised, too many questions being asked. Today you listen to the Justice Minister, Oswald Tuet. There was a press conference and some of those suspects were named. So we'll talk about that. So in fact, what we're going to do is that we're going to start off with the important issues. So we'll start off with the drug issues first. But before we go any further, because I want to go to the listing to see who are those who have joined us here so we can have this discussion. Let's take this song. We'll be back. Then we'll go to the roster. Then we can add to stage our panelists from the diaspora. Let's just take this one quickly.
Where criminals make the law, we can never find justice where criminals make the law. Built on corruption. In a country where those who are meant to protect the people instead protect their own interests. When criminals write the rules, truth becomes a threat. Honesty becomes weakness, and integrity is punished instead of rewarded. In this country, the law is no longer about right and wrong, it's about control. It's about silencing voices and rewriting narratives. The guilty walk free because they designed the system to serve themselves, while the innocent are crushed by rules that were never meant to protect them. This is why many people lose faith, not because justice isn't important, but because they watch evidence being manipulated before their very eyes. They call oppression order. In Nigeria, lawyers become liars, thieves hold titles, and those in authority abuse the people while hiding behind the very power they were entrusted to uphold. How can justice survive when corruption sits on the throne? How can truth prevail when lies are rewarded? The people are watching, people are suffering.
And of course, how can justice prevail when corruption sits on the throne? Oh yes. Not that people don't love justice, but the people do not trust the process. Oh yes. Because what? Evidence are manipulated.
Even denied.
So it's great. So let's go quickly to the roster and let's see who are those that earlier joined us today, so we can have this great discussion. So it's going to be quite interesting tonight because we're getting too many interesting information. I just following up something, just some kind of information just coming in, and anyway, this too is Liberia. So let's go quickly to the roster and yes, let me see here. So the first person who joined us here is Manwater Ability. And follow Manwater. Yes, she was the first, followed by Joe Cooper. We have Linda Morris. We have James Dawali Drogba. Yes, and we have Bobby Jadia. And following Bobby, we have Moba Besa. We have Venetius Junior Bar. We have Marta Piwo. We have Ruth Budio Bine. And she joins us from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. We have Agatha Glasgow, and of course, watching from Tingos Village Road. Yes, where the common people, citizens, children live. And we also have Benetta Chie. We have Oscar Ziegbian. We have Sonet Foster. We have Felicia Chie again. The name appears here once more. We have Josh Woyen. We have Hilton Wule, Jedo. We have Diana Badu. We have Ambassador Walter Bushut Morgan Jr. We have Emma Dahlia. We have Sekou Fanta Kamara. We have Emmanuel Bro. He joins us from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yes, William Bro. Emmanuel Bro, sorry. Emmanuel Bro is always there following up. We have Amadou Kamara. We have Sis Lou Black Mom. We have Alfonso B. Nyakan. We have Terry F. Kone. We have J. Augusto G. Help. We also have Ma Matterson. We have Ethod Gay. Yes, Ethod Gay followed by Honor the Palava man is right here with us. That's the man Prince Sharif. He one of the panelists here. We have Ophelia Widow. We have Esther M. Gipley and Victoria Morris. Perry Slobert, and he joins us from New Jersey, USA. We have Pocket Change. We have Cecilia Masakwe, Mantonian Son, Stephen A. Baz. We also have A. Chanel Dacosia. We have Princess L. Peters. We have James F. Paligo. We have, followed by James, we also have Braniel Gibson. We have Kier Jabez Steven, Abraham B. Kurma, and we also have Madie Juniors. Followed by Madie, we have Duadat Vani Sharif, Oliver G. Chie, Saturday Gadget. We have Cowboy Padet, Ambassador Harris, Wule Pele. We have Esther Gizzy. We have Sandra Kuhn, Angel Brown, and the list goes on. So let's hold it there. Thanks for joining us. We want to appreciate all of you for joining us. We want to appreciate all of you for joining us, folks. So how you guys doing? I guess you guys are doing so great. Let me add to stage Prince Sharif before we can start the ball rolling. 2 minutes, and we'll get the information. Some kind of interesting news coming in that somebody has resigned. One of the key president
in the whole, this whole drug saga, we're getting information suggests there is an information suggesting that one of the key persons has just resigned. So but we'll come to that. Let me add Prince to stage. Prince, good evening. It's good, good to have you on, Prince. Prince, why are you laughing? What is about the laughter, Prince?
Brother, I'm laughing because the government think that all of us are fools. Liberians are just bunch of fools who are not analytical, who has no head on their shoulders, that they will just spill out any garbage and we will take it in the name of press conference and run with it. To be direct, I know we'll go into it, but today, the garbage that the government spewed out by using the justice minister, that is an insult on the intelligence of the Liberian people, and we're not going to take it. And that's why we are here to bore hole in these things and tell the Liberian people that, look, anyway, we'll go into it, but it's just comical. It's very funny, That's why I listened to over and over. I just laughing here. Yeah. But thank you. We are here. Thank you.
All right, Prince. Thank you. Too many good things happening. Yes, too many good things happening. Prince, I know you got the information from your side. We're still trying to authenticate that information. Somebody just resigned. So I don't know. I don't know whether you're following up. Yes, but like I said, we're still trying to authenticate that information. But I'm getting information that the acting in Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency boss Fizera Biako just resigned. That's the information coming in.
Yeah,
yes.
Relative to that information, the president, let me just say it here, Joseph Nyuma Boyka has refused his resignation. That's the information we are gathering. Yes, he tendered in a resignation, but that resignation has been denied by the justice minister and also, by the president. Let's say by the justice minister. They've denied that he cannot resign at this time. So I don't, there are too many there are plenty of things going on. I mean, plenty of things going on.
Yes, you can sense, you can sense the discrepancies.
Sure.
In the whole thing. Yes, you can sense the discrepancies because everybody, what is happening? What is going on? But in fact, the question is, was he employed, as director or head of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency? Because the information is he was acting in this position. So he was, you can't be acting, then you resign. You are not in the employ of the LDA because he also works with the police. Yes, he also works with the police. So then he resigned the two posts from the police and from the LDA. So that's a sticker issue that I was trying to.
Sure. The thing is, my brother, what the government even failed to tell the Liberian people, which you would tell them, do you know that even the LDEA boss has been under investigation for this particular, Bow Water Side issue? He has been under investigation by the Bow Water Side issue. And unfortunately, they swept it under the carpet. So there's just too many things that have been happening. Plenty things that have been happening. Almost a $1 million drugs that were, seized. Also, that particular investigation is also ongoing. So there are just too many things that the government think that they can hide from us, but we are grateful that we are in the age of technology. We are in the age where information now is very, very open to everybody. It will surprise you to note that some of the most cogent, some of the most, very important information are brought out not by some of the well-known journalists that but some of the common people in the community with their phones. And it's so well connected to the extent that, my brother, even as you are on the show, people are releasing information to you right in the government. Government official, people who are in the government that still have a good heart, that believe that Liberia must be a better place for every Liberian. They are coming out and speaking to us. People are sending you information as we speak on the show. So, this is
but Prince, that's the community journalism. Community journalism is about those people. For example, if something was happening somewhere and there's no journalist yet, so the people who there with smartphone will start to go live Yes, that's community journalism. So anybody, so if the team as you have, community policing, in the absence of, the appropriate police officer, community members can arrest and turn over to the LMP officer. So that's how it works. So they can have the information and send it to the media entities or any, media personalities. So that's the community journalism. So people are, so that's what you're saying.
You're right about this community journalism. And look, it has just happened so miraculously that every Liberian are involved with this issue of information dissemination. And that's the reason why you see the government is doing something clandestine. Quite recently, they say they're training some people. They say they're training some journalists. The police say they're training journalists. What they were doing there, or what they are trying to do, is to take the people away from the actual information and plant people who they believe that these people, must be able to give information in favor of the government. That's why we saw they were
side with them.
Yeah, to side with them. They say they're conducting, how you call training. You police people that you are conduct training, void of the press union of Liberia, void of other critical media and other institutions, then you say you're conducting training. All of these things, this is the reason why these people are doing it. Because they believe that they can call few journalists, put them in their pockets to report what they want to hear. But we are grateful that information now is everywhere. You go in dollar market now, information is the cheapest thing you can ever get hold of. The cheapest thing. Like you said, we have community journalism. We are even marketable journalism this time. We even have ghetto journalism. And we have blah blah journalism. People reporting from everywhere. Everywhere people are reporting from. Even governmental journalism will get it. You will be surprised that people are reporting from everywhere. You see, when you have a government, look, when you have a government that is diabolic, that is demonic, that is corrupt, it behooves the people now to be their own security. Remember when President Weah said we must be our own security? People felt that it was their holding collar in your hand, holding knife, holding gun, and passing around. They did not understand, and now that people are getting to understand that when His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah talk about the issue of Liberians, we must be our own security. It's talking, it's informing the world, it's not keeping quiet. But we will get there, my brother. It's too juicy, it's sad, but it's again, it's juicy. We give our people the information. Yeah, we give our people the information.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so here we go. And here we go. Let me see what I can read out this communication. And yes, this is the information. So just in the Prince said, yes, the resignation was tendered in, but the Minister of Justice has refused to accept this resignation because I think that perhaps because of the investigation. You can be one of the key actors as the boss of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, and in the heart of the investigation, then you resigning. It raises serious concern. To be honest with you, it raises serious concern. Why would this time, at this point in time, why would the LDA boss be resigning? In fact, there should be nothing about vaccination. So if Pizarra Biako should resign, he should be resigning from the Liberian National Police, not from the LDA, because he was not employed. He was acting in that position. He was acting. But let me read this out for you. It says, letter of resignation as officer in charge and interim director. Listen, just look at the reference. He himself, he said here as officer, interim director, interim of the Drug Enforcement Agency. Your Excellency, I respectfully submit my formal relinquishment of command as officer in charge, OIC, and interim director of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, LDEA, with deactivation of duties effective Monday, June 29, 2026. Okay, June 29. So it will take effect June 29, Monday, 2026. First, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to you, Mr. President, for the trust and confidence you repose in me by affording me the opportunity to lead this vital agency during a critical period in our nation's fight against illicit narcotics. It has been an honor to serve my country, honor your administration, and remain steadfast in my commitment to the rule of law and the well-being of the Liberian people. However, Mr. President, I must bring to your attention circumstances that have placed me and my family in imminent and grave danger. As you are aware, the LDA has been conducting intense investigations into the historic seizure of over $19 million worth of narcotics at the Roberts International Airport. These operations have uncovered networks that reach deeply into our society. In the wake of these investigations, I and my family have become targets of unprecedented and escalating death threats for unknowing assailants. Individuals believe are connected to the very criminal elements we have been pursuing. These threats are not only abstract, they are specific, persistent, and have left my household living in constant fear. Mr. President, the greater responsibility of my family, of any family man, is to provide for and protect his loved ones. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't want to go. So that's it. So Fizera says he has been receiving threats from the same criminal networks, the cartels, the drug cartels. He has been from unknowing people being threatening him and his family. He didn't stop there. He said the reason why they are threatening him is because they have discovered. The reason why they are threatening because they have discovered, based on investigations they are conducting or they have conducted, they have uncovered cartels linked to the 19 million drug. But let me just add Leo to stage before let's move. Leo, welcome anyway. Thanks for joining us, Leo.
Thank you, family. Thank you. Good to see you guys, man. Prince, how are you?
Yeah, we got Leo. We got
what's important to you, Leo?
sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So yeah, so Fizera says because of threats. Yeah, because of threats, so he resigning. He getting too many threats. That's what everybody is saying. But the disgusting thing about the whole drug issue, like I said, the discrepancy. You will see this other person of interest because most of the people, you listen to the press conference by the Minister of Justice, Oswald Tuwe, right? Most of those people who were named, as suspects today by the Minister of Justice are people, most of them are at large, which means they are not in the country. He also went on to say that while it is true that they have been suspected, they are persons of interest, it doesn't mean that they are guilty. Yes, he made that clear. It doesn't mean, but here's the sticker issue. Paul King is the co-owner of GLS Magis. Paul King is the co-owner of GLS Magis. Paul King was expected in the country on Wednesday on a scheduled flight. Was expected in the country. The co-owner of GLS Magis only to turn down. Why people were expecting, because one of the persons of interest, one of the suspects, not in the president, let me just put it that way. He's one of the suspects. So he was expected in the country on Wednesday. Why people were expecting him only to say he's not coming because he's not well. So he has traveled to the United States to seek medical attention. Why this time? Followed by Oscar Brown. Oscar Brown is the security intelligence supervisor at the very RIA, the Roberts International Airport. The security intelligence supervisor. Oscar Brown left. He went to China on an aviation activities or training. Let me put it that way. On an aviation training. Whenever Oscar to arrive in the country, he refused. You listen to Oscar on Spoon Evan last night. He said, when you were about to come to Liberia, he received a call that he shouldn't step at the airport. If he dare step at the airport, his life could be in danger. So because of fear and intimidation, according to him, I'm quoting him, because of fear and intimidation, so he decided to stay back. But he said blah blah blah. I listened to him. The health thing is okay. He will come in the country subsequently. So Oscar Brown now, the RIA Security Intelligence Supervisor is at large. Then we have the co-owner of GLS Megis. We have Pete Parkin, who is also at large. Parkin's here because they were expecting him on Wednesday. He's here. He's sick. He's not coming. Then we hearing this other latest information about this Vizara Biako. The ITDS boss, resignation. That's what I'm saying. I said that information coming in is suggesting that Vizara Biako has resigned his post. That's the information. So what is happening? This other person will leave. So that is to tell you. In fact, let me bring you this. Huh? Let me put this on the screen. Let me share something with you. See, these are I think you can see for yourself. These are persons of interest. So we have 10 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 persons. We have Philip Yor. Philip Yor, the security manager, GLS Megis, Rabas International Airport. We have Festus S. Musa. Festus Musa is the cargo handler, GLC Megis. So he handles the cargoes at GLS Megis. He's responsible for that. Then we have Ruth Bapiewe. Yes, Ruth Bapiewe. Ruth Bapiewe is the RIA scanner agent. Our owner worked there to scan. Anything you carry down there, she will scan it. When I go to here, she will detect it. When you buy it, she will detect it. So our owner worked there. So she's there. Then we have Achi Nyafo. Achi Nyafo is the cargo handler. The express, the cargo the handler for express handling services. Express handling services is EHS. Achi Nyafo. Achi Nyafo is one of the persons of interest. We also have Arthur B. Abdullah. Arthur B. Abdullah. Arthur B. Abdullah is the CEO, Express Handling Services, EHS. The Chief Executive Officer of the Express Handling Services, EHS. We have Geraldine Zion. Geraldine Zion is RIA's scanner agent. Geraldine Zion is RIA's scanner agent. We have Mohammed Bora. Mohammed Bora. Mohammed Bora is the security director, Rabas International Airport. Mohammed Bora is the security director, Rabas International Airport. We have Paul J. King. Paul J. King is the CEO, GLS Megis. Paul J. King is the CEO, GLS Megis. We also have Oscar Brown. So Paul Gates, we have 3 persons who are at large, which means they are not available. They are not available. They are not in the country. They are away. So you have Paul J. King, CEO, GLS Megis. You have Oscar Brown, the chief of intelligence supervisor, the Rabas International Airport. We also have Emmanuel T. Zion. Yeah, the transporter for express handling services, Emmanuel T. Zion. So 3 persons at large. Great. So listen to what and Oswald Twerk said today. So we just caught the important part of the press conference he had today. So the important part where he named the suspect, he said a few things. I think in 5 minutes. So let me take this down. I'll bring you this other one and listen to this. So this is why
testaments, cargo documentation, operational records, and preliminary as part of the ongoing investigation and based upon evidence gathered to date, including witnesses' testaments, cargo documentation, operational records, and preliminary investigative findings, the Joint Investigative Task Force had designated the following individuals as persons of interest. 1. Philip Yor, who is the security manager for the Global Logistics Services at Rabas International Airport. 2. Festus S. Musa, who is a cargo handler for Global Logistics Services. 3. Ruth Bapewia, who's a RIA scanner agent. 4. Archie Yanfor. He's a cargo handler for express handling services. Arthur B. Abdullah. He's the chief executive officer for express handling services. Geraldine Zion. She's a RIA scanner agent. Mohammed Boga. He's the security director for the Rawas International Airport. Paul J. King. He's the CEO for Global Logistics Services. He is currently at large. Oscar Brown. He is the chief of intelligence for the RIA security. He also is currently at large. Emmanuel T. Zion. He's a transporter for express handling services. The government of Liberia wishes to make it unequivocally clear that the designation of an individual as a person of interest does not constitute a determination of guilt. Rather, it signifies that investigators have identified information and evidence requiring further examination. Every individual remains entitled to the constitutional protections guaranteed under the laws of the Republic of Liberia in accordance with due process. At the same time, let there be no misunderstanding.
All right, so let's go there. So you listen to him. So the destination of these persons, it does not determine, guilt. Yes, we agree. So like, yeah, we say that's why we said, information coming is suggesting. That's why we said we will authenticate. We just thought to let that out to you about the resignation of the LDA boss. We're not saying in totality that yes, he has resigned, but we just telling you that information coming in suggests. It's suggesting that yes, report coming in is suggesting that the LDA boss has resigned. Yes, but we'll authenticate that. Yes, so we can rely on that 100%. But just thought to at least to alert you. We just thought to alert you. So you listen to him, and we'll play some videos. And yes, but I'll give Prince the time and Leo's. Then they come. I'll bring you some videos, and because Variety News have been releasing some videos. Yes, we'll play some videos. About how the boxes went at the airport, the boxes, how it entered the security booth. All that. We have some of the videos. I think you say you've been following some online. You've been following it up. So we'll do it together. So Prince, you can come in, then we can, let's continue from there.
Yeah, first of all, let me just say welcome back to our brother Leo. And again, our DPS condolences to you and the family. You know how tough it is, especially, such thing happening here. I mean, it's very tough, As a man, you have to be there for the family, running here, there, It takes a lot. So we are with you in prayers, and we pray that, the Almighty will be able to strengthen you and make you to, recover all of the losses that, you guys have gone through, especially with the departure of your beloved mother-in-law. So it is our prayer. We also want to say thanks to the many followers, the many family members, the many audience who continue to remain engaged in what we do here. We want to say thank you for your support. We appreciate His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah for giving us an opportunity. Teacher Light, our brother Newton, and the entire team from the King's family for allowing us to be part of this great family. The greatest thing that ever happened to some of us is for us to be part of this team that is charged with the responsibility of ensuring that Liberia become a better place and keeping this corrupt government feet to the fire. So we are forever grateful. And to our many people who follow us, admire us, criticize us, we are grateful. But today is a sad day in Liberia. Sad day because what we saw, what we heard, and what we are listening to is a clear indication that indeed the cartel has taken over this particular government. That there is absolutely nothing you can say nothing you can do and nothing you can, event as far as the records are concerned with this government and the cartel. Today, the information that we got from the Justice Minister, these are information that was disclosed long time by independent sources, by people who are not even part of the government. These are information that were to the disposal of the public, long ago. I mean, when this thing started, we started with this particular community journalism. My brother Newton took part when you said it. These were information that were already given to us by the community people, community journalists then. They already gave this information. So today, what we heard from the Justice Minister is nothing strange. All we saw today was just a clever attempt to cover up the big names. That's all. You went for people who are drivers. You went for people who are even cleaner. You went for people who are scanner. But the people who called the shot, the people who called them to say, look, Joe Blow, go for this particular consignment. Make sure that nobody touch this consignment. Take it. You are not calling them. From what we gather, even from the press conference that was held, it generally asking, what's about the Mr. King man who is involved? He said, no, that man is not there. But the man that all the way in the United States, the man that was heading to Liberia, that they have already called and told him that, look, my man, don't come here. Because when you come here, we know that the other international partners that are here will squeeze you and you will talk, just remain there. You see, this is a clever attempt by the government to think that we are fool and we will buy into it, but we were not. Because what happened is that those two figures, the one that was in China and the one that was in the US here, these are people that at the end of the day, when they come on ground and when they are apprehended by the security, one way or the other, they will spill the beans that we already know who are those involved. So they just call these people and say, look, my man, you know what happened? You have to take a different route. You forget about it. You don't even come here. It's getting hard now. So you just find some kind of way, divert, and you go sit down somewhere. This is a plan by the government. It's a plan by the government to cover up this thing. But we know the people who are involved. We know that this thing, from the end of the government, it has already been compromised. It has already been compromised. For the fact that it took over more than 72 hours for the government to even come and inform the Liberian people. It had to take community journalism to begin to make noise on it before the president can even come up and make that particular statement that he made. Can you imagine? In a state of emergency, while the president have declared drugs, Liberia a state of emergency on the issue of drugs. Look at the statement that he released. As we speak, the president is in Ghana. Somebody will say, Plebu Nasi, Santa Claus and Mickey Mouse. While the country is at the verge of total collapse, while we have international partners from the EU, from other international security agencies in Liberia to look into this matter, the president going on enjoyment spree. The justice minister, who's supposed to be telling us something sound, is there making fun of the Liberian people. I said it once to somebody, and now that I'm realizing it. When Oxford Tuwe, a very well-respected legal luminary, was employed by this government, was the day he left integrity at his house. He left objectivity home. He left independent and objective, analytical decision to a horse. He put it in a suitcase, he locked it up, and he went there with an open mind to be indoctrinated by corrupt worker. Nothing good you can get from out of Oxford. Nothing good. Under this man administration, we saw the massacre in Kinjal. What did we see? We saw him signing a communication saying he will give the people them $5,000. They must go sit down. Under his watch, we saw Matthew Moluba being murdered in a broad daylight. 8 bullets put in that boy's stomach. At the end of the day, waiting Oxford to say nothing in us. Under the same Oxford to we saw what happened at the Capitol building when the Capitol building got burned by the very government operating. What did we see? Under the same Oxford to Supreme Court gave ruling in the issue of Speaker Kofa a high court case. He came up and interpreted the one that Boeka wanted him to say, that why he was able to say that day. You think you can get any good thing for out of these people? You can't get any good thing for out of it. But we are into it. Thank you so much, my brother. Leo, you can take it from there.
Yeah, thank you, Prince. Let me first of all say hello to our listening audience via social media, radio land. Again, I must say thank you all for the well wishes. A lot of calls and messages been coming. We are grateful. Losing of a loved one, a key member of our family, was tough. It's tough, but we are prayerful people. We know that God is in control. I just want to say thanks to the entire not Spoon, but the King's family for reaching out. You know, I got some big calls that came through. I really appreciate that. But speaking to the topic, my brother has said it all. Look, I was listening, watching the listing that were called. Like I always said, man, this Unity Party has a way of diverting the attentions of the Liberian people, thinking that we are ignorant, but we are not stupid here, right? Listen, you are going around and arresting other people, but Prince will know, I will know that when it comes to cocaine is not a poor man's drug. Y'all go ahead and you can arrest all the guys at the Robertsfield Airport. Those are just small people, you know. So there's an attempt to divert our attention to local small guys at the airport, which is fine. But when you have a document of paperwork from the airport that a consignment has come in, there are legal names on those people that you will need to trace and find. So the government is trying to play diversionary tactics on us and thinking that, you know, we don't know what we are doing. But at the end of the day, they are caught pens down. This is the Unity Party in the last regime, in honor of His Excellency Dr. George Manneh. These were the guys bringing in drugs into the country and lying about it, doing all kinds of stuff. But today they are being exposed. Where is your president? He's out of the country. He cannot govern. President Bouaka is tired. President Bouaka is confused. You all have heard the men of God say the president is confused. And it's true. So these things are yet will be going on, and we have like about 3 more years to go through this, or 2.5 years. Well, all I'm saying to Liberian people, it has been proven that President Bouaka lied his way to the presidency, and now he cannot lie to Governor Newton. The evidences are there, all the prints are there. So that's what Liberia we are. But keep saying, let us hold on. His Excellency Dr. George Manneh is being prepared to come back, and all of this nonsense will go away. Thank you. Go ahead, Newton.
Thank you, Leo. Yeah, so, but you know, this is our country. It's quite interesting, folks. And you listen to Mr. President's speech of recent, quote unquote, on the same, drug issue. That yes, they were doing everything to come up with names. Let me say something, folks. Had it not been the pressure from the public, no name or names, no name could come up. Nothing, absolutely. The reason why you see these people coming up with names is because the public has been pressurizing them. And the information is already in the public. There's nothing to conceive. Nothing. So they say about, they just, they sat and said to themselves that, yeah, the people already get information. What was here now? We can't lie to them. So they're being caught between the scissors. Yes, they can't lie. They can't go, so they can't cancel. So the people already get information. Just what Prince said. That in fact, all the names, hey, you are not hearing the name there on a media platform. Before the government could come out with any official statement, these names that were mentioned today, they were already out. How did the public get to know about it? They see them we say. Oh, this is a new dispensation. The 21st century, like everybody gets smartphone, everybody making research. You don't need to be a journalist before you get information, in fact, because once you have your smartphone and you know how to research and get the information, you get some. Because that's one thing that's part of journalism. If you are a journalist, you should be able to research to have first-hand information. Yes, it's part of it. So you got people now, community journalists, and people doing, all that kind of thing, people making research, getting information online, doing all of that. Research methodology. So now, the baby pressure. But let's see what the information Jeremy Pia said. He said, well, people who, yesterday, they did XYZ, they shouldn't be talking. Jeremy Pia. So is that justification? So in other words, Jeremy Pia was saying, yes, the 19 million jobs, yes, we brought jobs in the country. But I said, hey, did it too? That's why, that's why his statement meant. Because the information minister will come and say, there's very people yesterday. Those ones yesterday, they brought jobs in the country. They were here, they brought jobs. They shouldn't be the one criticizing. It's a clear cut. Jeremy Pia trying to tell you that, yes, we today, our own time, we bring our own jobs. Yesterday, they were there. Hey, yesterday, jobs, do your own time too? Yes. But you say you are coming to change. What did you tell the Liberian people? You told them that because of drug trafficking, because of this, because that was one of the main, campaign messages for the United Party. That was one of the key messages. That George Weah was bringing cool, George Weah was doing this. But under George Weah government, there was no drug cartel in our country. Liberia was not exporting hardcore cocaine. Cocaine, like somebody said, cocaine are not child play. They're not local drug. It's a high-core drug from Mexico. Mexico is one of the countries when it comes to that cocaine and that kind of thing. High-core drug than Mexico. You follow the assassination of Ed Mencio, one of the drug dealers in Mexico. You follow that, right? Ed Mencio. You follow that. And that's why America has been so, stern. Has been issuing stern warning that the issue about narco-terrorism, they are not going to take it lightly. Any country foreign exporting drugs or doing drug trafficking, that country will not be taken lightly. That country will be dealt with. So they're like, bro, how did we arrive here? When you people, the UP folks, when you people said, you all told us that you were coming to put an end to drug. But under the United Party government, we see solar plate, they get different names that we haven't heard before. They get solar plate, they on the men, they can put it on their head, they put a cap on a gentleman cap, they put a cap on it, they say they can be charging it more. So it made it hard. Then they get all kinds of names we hear now. Only the very Joseph Boakai who said that you're coming to fix these situations. But he's not fixing. He's worsening the situation. The very Joseph Boakai established drug cartel. And nothing has been done about it. Under the very Joseph Boakai government, Liberia is now exporting cocaine. To tell you that we have sufficient, like we said the other day. We are not exporters of drug. Nothing. If you look at countries in Africa, in terms of rubber plantation, Liberia should be second because we get Malaysia. After Malaysia should be Liberia, something like that. All the rubber from the plantation we have here, before we would send something off, we had to send it off, they fix it, then they send it back to us. Nothing we are manufacturing here. The only thing now we give me oil and a drug. That the good thing that the thing we're good at now. To export. That's why we're exporting. I think Liberia should be exporting some raw materials and things there. Not just go take the rubber and people can put it in, come there and ship it out of the country and go and fix it again, turn it to maybe top, rubber bucket, rubber slipper, then they send it back. They import it to our country. And it's not just about few hands full of people. It's about all of us. Like we said the other day, all of us. If you're traveling now, people will be very careful because where are you from? Yeah, I'm from Liberia. Oh, Liberia. So people, there will be thorough check. Yes, because people will be thinking that Liberia. They may get cocaine. They may exporting drugs now. Liberia how to check. Yeah, they will check your luggages very well. So now the stigma will reflect on everyone. So that's why sometimes you see, we see it, we discussing it. Because it's not about one person. It's about all of us. All of us will feel the pinch. Not one person. Not only United Party people. Not only CDC people. Everybody. Once you are a Liberian, it will have serious effect on Liberia. That's what we're talking. Then Jabali Napier saying on there. They may just validate that argument. Yes, they have drugs in the country. They're exporting drugs. When he said, but the only justification, he said, on the CCC government, they brought 100 million jobs. So they're doing their own. That was the justification. But you say you're going to fix it. You're going to fix it once and for all. So it shouldn't be justification because the person did it. Because the reason why they brought you, because you can say Newton is student, but you went and said, oh, let's move Newton from there. You put me there. When you put me there, the thing Newton is doing, I will not do it. Then they say, yeah, say, Newton is doing this, it's not correct, it's not covered. Yes, let's put you there. They put you there on the basis of fixing what Newton destroyed. They put you there on the basis of fixing what Newton damaged. So they're not putting you there. They see the Newton was doing, they start doing it, and they say, but Newton did it. No. Mr. Minister, that shouldn't be justification. It shouldn't be justification. It shouldn't be. Nothing. Listen to the president's statement. Then the president is in Ghana. The prince here on reparation engagement. Reparation. Free slave. Way back. The slavery that took place here. Because Mahama have been pushing the issue about, and I think he addressed that at the UN. The reparation for countries that were enslaved way back. So they want reparation. They want certain benefits. So Joseph Boakai, that kind of thing happening in your country. You're talking about how could just issue in your country, then you leave the country, you go for reparation. In Ghana. You go there, they get you Jesse. But when George Weah left, George Weah went to the UAE. George Weah came back. He said, oh, George Weah went for Jesse. But you see Jesse, you holding it. You standing with the Ghanaian foreign minister. You holding Jesse. And you're very proud. So you went there to cheer Ghana to the World Cup. When serious thing is happening in your country, Mr. President, you left the country to go to Ghana to go cheer Ghana to World Cup. You holding jersey? Because holding jersey, it signifies that yes, you are in support of Ghana in the World Cup. That's why they gave it to jersey. That was very irresponsible on the part of the president. Very irresponsible. We can't continue to move like this.
Well, Newton, you know, like I said earlier, when it comes to this drug issue, the United Party have been crossing drugs in Liberia for the longest time. It's just that now that they are in governance, they are trying to expose it and try to put the blame on the small guys. You understand? Like I said earlier, look, when it comes to cocaine is now a poor man drug. So even here in the West, it's the millionaire, the guys that got the money, they are the one that pushing that kind of drug. So there are big hands behind this drug thing. It's a cartel in Liberia, bro. It's a heavy cartel going on in Liberia, and the United Party are involved. They're heavily involved. You know, there's a video that surfaced a couple of days ago where our president was caught sniffing something. I don't know if you saw that video or
Hearing something. I saw that video.
And imagine had that been George, we had the whole news, right? The whole country will be all. But the president is a live video sniffing something. Can we? That's why I think, you know what, people can talk about Yeke anyway. Yeke say it is now time for us to start drug testing all of our lawmakers, including the judiciary, including the executive, the president. You understand? We need to start drug testing these guys. Newton, the president was live video. What you can name it what he was sniffing. Something to keep him up, to stay up. As old as this guy is, now he's going to Ghana. Jolly. You understand? The president knows he cannot govern, brother. So he's left the country in the hands of a few other people. They say, look, you can run the train. The train already is breaking down. You're talking about yellow machine. We can see yellow machine. All the lies that this guy say, everything. What are the bosses? And what are the bosses that came in the country? Go look on in the rural area of Liberia. The bosses are breaking down. No tire, no engine. People stealing parts from the bosses. Where are the bosses? You understand what we're saying? This government is so incompetent to the point where everything they lay their hands on turns to dirt. And that's what's happening. You don't know nobody internationally. Your foreign policy is crippled. You are going down the drain. And so because you are old enough, you want to carry the country down with you. And it's not going to happen. You know, like I said earlier, we heard a man of God who said it. The country is confused. Because the president is confused. The entire country is confused, my brother.
Oh yeah.
People going left and right. President Bouaka came on a matter of, was elected on a matter of, I will not make any child sell in the street. Today, children that are selling in the street have quadrupled. When we talk about the Zoko, I hate to call them that way, our disadvantaged youth, our brothers and sisters in the country, heavily infected with drugs. And Bouaka is sitting there watching it. Are you telling me that this guy has not failed? We should wait for, what, 3 more years? This is not going to happen. Bouaka is going to run our country down the drain, and there will be nothing left. In as much as I'm praying for His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah to come back, it's going to be a tough thing, bro. Because I can imagine how much crumbs he's going to be able to pick up to put the pieces together. We saw that when Her Excellency Maradona left, Madam Ellen. We saw the number of work that His Excellency did, for which everybody had discounted him. Today, this United Party is doing the same thing, running the country down because why? There's a George Weah to come and rescue the people. You understand? Bouaka is not known internationally. Bouaka does not have friends outside the globe. He is not known. Today, when you want to talk about George Weah on the world stage, go around. See the caliber of dignitaries, the presidents that are measuring themselves with George Weah. I'm talking about princes from different countries, kings from different countries. It's an honor when His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah will visit the King of Jordan, and he is happy to be shoulder to shoulder with. Can anybody show me a picture of Bouaka? What a foreign president would be happy to say, no, I must take a picture with this old frail old man. His own VP said it. He said, when my dad was at this age, I used to buy him Pampers. And that's the stage of President Bouaka. He's an old man. The battery is going down. Like Yeke said, we will charge it. But I want him to stay alive and watch His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah resuscitate, take this country for political CPR. This president has taken the country backwards. But when you dance with the devil, this is what we get, my brother. I just pray for our people. You know, I pray for our people and encourage them. They should stay on, let them keep the fight, because it's not going to be easy, Prince. It's not going to be easy at all.
You're right. And Prince, just before you come in, but there was something I was getting, and somebody called me, somebody who requested anonymity. That there is a fellow who is wanted by the Dutch government for Netherlands, and that fellow is wanted, is most wanted, and is a fellow who has been doing the cocaine shipment and all of that. Even in the Netherlands, there are people, information, and even ransom that anybody who give his word about and will receive a ransom or something. Yes, I read something like that. And quite recently, somebody shared that information with me from Netherlands. The person called me, the person said, "Oh, Nathan, there's some information I want to share with you." And in relation to the drug that was arrested in Liberia. There's a fellow here in the Netherlands who is wanted by the government. And he was seen on one occasion in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, we don't want to say it all, but in Sierra Leone. Yeah, around the Freetown area. He has some link with, I think, somebody there. Yeah, right to Freetown there. So the guy said he was the guy. The guy, he's one of those. He allegedly said, he alleged that the guy is one of those beyond the 19-meter drug. Yes. Hardcore guy. The guy has been transporting, cocaine across the world from the Netherlands. Somebody say somewhere around the Sierra Leone. So the person alleged that guy is linked to this very 19-meter drug we're talking about. The very 19-meter drug we're talking about. And what's the distance from Sierra Leone? It's possible that they will use Liberia as the transit point. That cross from Sierra Leone. Yes. They come in, they do the negotiation. Yes. So the cartel is almost like maybe, Liberia, they cross and negotiate and see how they can get that stuff out of the country. And these are information we're getting. So like you said, the main names, the main people who owns the job. You're talking about CEO for the other, and this, the other company, the other, the HL, all of this scanner, yes. Security people, yes. We agree. They are person of interest. But they are not the ones who carry the drug. Who owns the drug? That's what people want to know. We're not talking about all security because the security booth, the security people were there and they carried the boxes and the boxes passed through their hands. So yeah, maybe they could be held liable for something else. But the person who bears the major consequences is the person who owns the drug, who owns the guns. What is the government hiding? The government should not be shooting the person who owns. The government has now told all the names that Oswald Tuet told us today that these are persons of interest. Oswald Tuet didn't tell us that this is the person. So the government is yet to tell us who owns the drug. That's a secret issue. Why has the government, not told us? Why did the government not tell us who owns the drug? Why are they reneging? Why are they just just bypassing so that the other people, that the big fish, has not been who owns the drug, the cocaine? The person here was not mentioned. You later the opposite, the other CEO for the other company, the other person, the scanner, the security intelligence. So go ahead, Prince. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the thing is, this whole thing is not strange. We preempted this long before we could reach here. The only thing that we need to do as Liberians is to continue to insist that their name be called, because we know them, like you said from the beginning. All of the names today that were called by the Justice Minister, I don't even want to refer to him as Justice Minister, but Injustice Minister. These were names that were brought forth by the public before the government could even come up. Before the government could even utter a word, the public, right on this King's FM, Teacher Light was able to give us the full rundown of all of these people involvement before the government could even say or utter a word. We heard it long ago in the community. It was all over the place on our Facebook pages and etc. etc. Now, what is even scaring is that this is not only scaring to us as Liberians, but also to our international partners, because the United States of America is concerned about this, judging from the fact that a drug will be leaving from Liberia and going to England, Great Britain. It's scary. It's scary. So you must know that this is a well-calculated plan. Look, my brother Newton and our family that are listening out there, when you look at the continuum in which that drugs was placed and the way it was displayed, that alone will tell you that these people, it is not the first time they've been doing it, not the second time, not the third time, that they are confident. You understand? They are confident in what they are doing. They know that nobody will arrest them. That's why they will take such a huge quantity of drugs and display it in the kind of container that they display in. That container was in the open view of everybody. It's just that you take something and put it in a wet bucket, then you carry it in your hand. So the guys are, look, the guys are well connected. The guys are in the system. We know that Joseph Numa Boyka and his family, they are connected to this. They are connected to this. We know that King, who is also a member of the, the Board of Nuka, is part of this. We know that they are hardcore government officials, including Gregory Como. If people don't want to say, we'll say it, including Gregory Como and the likes of other people. They are involved with this. So at the end of the day, the government wants to do everything to think that they can cover this up. We're listening to the statement of the United States ambassador or the representative there in Liberia, and they made it very, very clear. Very, very clear. But let me just disclose this to you. Do you know that all those that they name as persons of interest, none of them are in the custody of government? None of them. None of them, absolutely none of them are in the custody of the Liberian government. None of them. As I speak, these guys are sitting home. These guys are enjoying themselves. Look at the continuum there, my people. Just look at the continuum. Imagine such a serious drugs will be placed in such a continuum. You must know that these people, they already, look, they are connectors. I mean, their lords have told them that, look, you go ahead and do whatever you can do. Nothing will become of it. Look at that drugs. Look at it. Look at the drugs. Look at that particular drugs. This is just a clear indication to tell you that the guys know that at the end of the day, whatever that they will do, they are protected by Joseph Numa Boyka. But Joseph Numa Boyka said this. You remember when he went to Lofa, where he told a government official, be corrupt. Do whatever you can do. Just make sure when you are corrupt, the money, take it, give my own, and leave it here. Mr. Boyka is on record. We always playing this. He said it. That government official will begging you, be corrupt. But when you corrupt, just make sure some of the money, just leave some of the money around the people who are around you. And these are the results that we are seeing. So it should not be strange for Jeremy Pia to counter yesterday the $100 million drugs. So it's just a justification. And these drugs that we saw in the country under the regime of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, they were brought in by these same people, the Unity Party people. These people have a well-connected history with drugs. Oh, y'all forget about the story of Peter Dolo, the presidential motorcade escort that took drugs from Sierra Leone and he was bringing it to Liberia under the same Unity Party government, and that idiot was arrested. What became of it? Oh, y'all forget about that story there? So these guys understand. My people, let me say this. For a government to be in power for 12 years, they're not just sitting there. There are plenty of things these guys were able to do. They were the first post-war government. Immediately after the war, they were the first to take over. 12 years. These guys were able to plant their cronies. They were able to plant their agents in all of the sector of the Liberian society. They are well connected, whether you like it or not. That is the reality. For you to be able to break these guys is going to take the commitment of every well-meaning Liberians, not the political, commitment we're talking about. People who up to now that they were crying, oh, drugs, but today we can't see them. They have now discovered drugs in the country of 100 million. We can't see them. The people that who yesterday they woke black flow and they were turning around, oh, they're drugs, drugs. Joseph Numa Boyka himself were there. All these government officials, they were there. But today, where are they? Have you seen any serious statement coming up from the Liberian Council of Churches? There's the reason why we are grateful that someone in Nigeria can be able to speak on behalf of the people of Liberia. Because the Liberian Council of Churches, these people have compromised integrity for job. Where is the Imam Council or the Muslim Council with this issue that is affecting Muslim, Christian, people who are not even church goers? Have you heard anything from these people? Where is Kofi Woo's? Kofi Wu yesterday used to say he activist. Today, Kofi Wu now is in the cabal of this particular drug cartel. He is now the security advisor to the president. Kofi Wu is aware of this. These people are aware. Why are they not speaking? Yesterday, they were the loudest voices around the place. We could hear from any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the name of NGO, the other one, that other one. But today, we have a threat that will even affect our passport. You know how deadly this is, my brother Newton? Those of us that travel from one country to the other is going to, look, it's a big stigma on us. That's the reason why today you see some passports. When you travel with some passport, you can be the last for the people to even accept you in. These are some of the reasons why passports are discredited. And with the exception of even what is going on, the government is even taking our information and giving it to cartels people. That today our license is now being printed by foreign people who have absolute control over our data, over our records. Do you know how expensive and how important data is that people can play with? The data is connected to too many things. It's connected to the security of your state. It's connected to everything that you can think about. But today, we have compromised our data and given it to people who are Hezbollah operative in Liberia. We say they come in the name of LMTR. We gave our entire document to them. They gave us plain. Not quite recently again, we are hearing about our passport or some of our data being turned over to a foreign company. Look, we are in a serious mess. When cartel take over, this is what they will do. They will bring in their people. They will give their people lucrative jobs. They will give their people lucrative contracts because they want to make sure that the cartel must always be in power, financially strong. Joseph Numa Boyka was sponsored by drugs law. This is the reason why you see Boyka is behaving the way he's behaving. The people there who are deeply engraved, the people who are deeply rooted in the issue of drugs, they were the one that was sponsoring people like Joseph Numa Boyka. They were the ones. So today, Boyka is under obligation to dance with the devil. when Boyka told you that he would dance with the devil in order to win election? You think what you were talking about? For a deacon of one of the most prestigious church in the Republic of Liberia, we call the Founders Church, to stand on a platform and say, I will dance with the devil. You were talking about he will dance with drug law in order to ensure that he come to power. And it is his obligation to ensure that these drug cartel, they get their money back. Like we saw with Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. When Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf became president, what did we see? The people there who gave them money, sponsor atrocity in Liberia, they came under the disguise of company. Since the 8th book of concession agreement, that's what we received in Liberia. Those book of concession agreement, you think who were those that were in front of it? The people then who sponsor war and atrocity in our country. These were the people that came under the disguise of companies. And the government had to give their money back. So they came and they mortgaged our resources to these people. Today, the drug cartel then that gave Breaker money, that the drug cartel then Breaker giving contract to, so that at the end of the day, he can pay their money back. That's why Jerry Pia will say such a nonsense on a platform that $800 million drug were going on in our water. In other words, Jerry Pia is telling you that our water, which of course the CDC-led government fought this thing hands on. President Weah took what we call a practical approach to fight drugs. But because this cartel, because the Unity Party were deeply rooted in our government system, they were still able to bulldoze. And today now, they are in power. They say, with both checks. The people open a chair on platform, they say, well, hey, yesterday, 100 billion, so today, too, that one turn to. And the drugs is even underestimated. That's the thing, my brother. That is the thing that is scary. Instead of 50 million, they reduce it to 19 million. You think we don't know? Boyka is a drug law. This is a man who sponsored the Lofa Defense Force. Anybody who sponsored Lofa Defense Force or participate in war, they know how drugs is deadly, how they can use drugs to damage a society. You think we don't know? Don't believe me. Believe what Mr. Ure told you. Mr. Ure confessed, even though we know, but Mr. Ure told us that Joseph Newman Boyka was deeply connected, and we know, connected to the war with Lofa Defense Force. That drugs these people are giving our children to commit some of the crimes that these children committed during the war. You think a natural mind will look at his own village and bring that village there? You think a natural mind will look at his own teacher or in school? Is that teacher later on? Let me was teaching how mathematics. The time he asked me 2 + 2, I say 8. The man beat me. So then later on, I will divvy that in. Joseph Newman Boyka is fully aware and is benefiting from this particular tree. It is not strange. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. You're seeing on the video. Those of you who, I'm sorry, those of you in the radio land, you may not see it, but those of you who are watching us live on the YouTube, on Facebook, and other, media, look at this, just drugs. Look at it. You think that they can a huge quantity of drugs the people will bring like this? You must know that the people get people in the system. They get BB people. So the BB people will tell them, this is what we call reckless handling of look, $19.5 million. Look at how they handle it. Look at how they bring it. Look at how they bring it. It means that the people already know the system. They have done it on several occasions and it passed through. They know the people are planted. Let the people not lie to us. These people who are involved are higher up government officials and they are playing out of their Liberian people. And that's why we are saying to our international partner, this particular Liberia that you have put on the path of progress, we are appealing to you that you must take siege of some of these matters. Yesterday, the EU ambassador questioned the government. Guess what happened? The government got vexed. Is it a one more goal? It is scary, my brother Newton. It's over to you. It's scary.
You're right.
But in
You're
1
right.
second,
So let me just read this out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go.
No, I was going to
Yeah,
say
so I just want to read out this.
Go ahead, Newton. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think we inform you. That's why we said information coming in suggests that the LDA boss resigned. So the LDA just came out with a release, a disclaimer, dispelling and refuting that information. So let's read this out for you. Let's make it clear, right? It says a few minutes ago, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency for immediate release. Monrovia, Liberia, June 19, 2026, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, LDA, unequivocally rejects and condemns the false, malicious, and reckless reports circulating on social media alleging that DCP Fijarati M. Biako officer in charge of the LDA is contemplating resignation due to pressure arising from ongoing investigations. This claim is entirely baseless and without merit. At no time has the officer in charge expressed, discussed, or entertained any intention to resign. These reports are a calculated attempt to misinform the public, damage the reputation of the agency, and divert attention from critical work being undertaken to combat illicit drugs and organized crime. DCP Biako remains fully committed to the responsibilities entrusted to him by His Excellency President Joseph Newman Boakai and continues to lead the agency with firmness, integrity, and determination. This statement is issued not to dignify falsehoods, but to correct the record and provide clarity to the Liberian people. The LDA will not be intimidated, distracted, or influenced by misinformation campaigns, propaganda, or the external pressure. We remain resolute in carrying out our mandate and enforcing the law without fear, favor, and compromise. The LDA urges the public to continue assisting in the fight against drug trafficking by reporting any suspicious activities through its blah 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 sign or blah 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 public relation officer. So that's it. So they just corrected that. Yeah. So they provided this disclaimer that yeah.
But Newton, and we said the thing just now on the platform. The boy who is involved, the guy who is also another man who should be in handcuff, decided that he wanted to resign. It was refused by the president.
When I wanted to resign, Prince, Leo, Prince, when I want you to resign, Biako, we want you to help to aid the investigation. So and I into our things. So don't think that will happen for you to resign. We want you to lead there. Don't resign. When I want you, will not happen. So I want to take your time. You said Allah. No problem.
Yeah, there's damage.
You wanted to say something?
No, I was saying that there's damage control being done in the background, so they are trying to come up with different information. Look, like we've all said, I think Prince struck on something that you see that drug, they told us 19 million, but you and myself know it's a bigger figure than that. It's a bigger figure than that. And that particular consignment, there's something called a bill of lading or bill of shipment, right? When you track that particular consignment, it will lead you to a lot of loopholes, a lot of things. It will take you directly. And those guys, they know what they are doing. Like we've all said, this president is good at. Look, you remember after the president won the election, and then he went to visit some family, and I think Yeke said he gave them he was giving $10 million or so. And then he started sharing. Yeke was saying, where you got that money from? Where you got that money from, Mr. President? He couldn't say it. Now I want you to think back. There's a name that resurfaced again when it came to the drug business that Yeke have not said. Yeah, that's where President Boakai is getting his funding from. So when you are connecting the dots, you see that this Pape had been dealing with these guys for a long time. And President Boakai himself is a cartel. Yes, President Boakai himself is a cartel. His children. Oh, is it an open? Is it a secret? His children are heavily trafficked when it comes to drugs. So at the end of the day, my people, all President Boakai is trying to do and his government is trying to do now is to try to pull the smaller guys and say, oh, but Prince, you and myself know when it comes to security work, before you will mention anybody's name, let it be that person is already under your custody. You did not do that. And you go and start announcing names so that tomorrow when the guys are obscuring you, say, oh yeah, we called their name and they ran away. But we all know it's a facade. We know the game that is being played. The bigger fish that is behind this thing, President Boakai, and these guys are protected, my people. It's a whole cartel. And this particular government, somebody was even calling Mo Ali Nim in there. Somebody had called Mo Ali Nim. And for which he went to his small platform there, that small, tiny platform there, and started to say, oh, because somebody and myself get the same last name. No. We know these things. Have you seen Mo Ali new house recently that's been erected? And when you ask this guy under 3 years, Mo Ali, who couldn't even feed himself, is erecting a heaven mansion. And people are saying that, well, can I connect the dots? What are you telling me here, man? This president is destroying the country, and that's all he's there for. That's all he's there for, Prince. That's all. Go ahead.
Certainly. You're right. So, all right. So, we about to go to the line, but let me. Okay, I think you remember on the 29th of this month. The 29th will be on Monday. Yes, right. Monday, and GLS Nash. GLS Nash will be appearing before the 13th Judicial Circuit Court in Maghibie County. So the court has issued Duces Ticon, subpoena, Duces Ticon, compelling the management of GLS to appear before the court on June 29 to produce shipping where bills, related documents, and all CCTV footage connected to the discovery of suspected cocaine at the Rabat International Airport. So on the 29th, so the court has now issued that. So on the 29th, they will be appearing, GLS. They will be appearing based on the subpoena, Duces Ticon, issued by the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. So yeah, so we'll see anybody. So yeah, it's quite interesting. If the investigation intensify anyway, but you know, this to a library, we are getting there. Teacher, like I say. So we get. So let's go to the line 0772 23 99 33, 0777 98 03 75, 0886 30 44 97. Let's start to pick up your calls. Our WhatsApp line is also open for those in the diaspora. You want to maybe make a contribution. So let's go to the line and pick up this first caller. Hello. So what is happening to our line? So 0772 23 99 33, 0777 98 03 75. Hello.
Good evening, neighbor.
Babe, good evening. How you doing? Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, you know, looking at you see what they made at that school. There you go, the broad poem. The broad poem said that statement, I don't know what he telling you. That great poem that they were reading over there. And so they want to Kajana, they will come and be speaking tautology yes to us. But anyway, we will leave this case for U.S. government to go thoroughly about this case here. Those are involved in the government. Let the ground and put it in jail. Thank you.
Thank you so much, CDC Pape. Thank you very much. Thank you so kindly. And let's go here. This person is right here. And oh yes, to have this person here. Lucini is around the line. Lucini, good evening. Lucini, can you get us? We are getting you, Lucini. Yes. Okay. You getting us, Lucini?
Yeah, thank you for the show.
Yeah,
getting you guys. Yeah, thank you. You know the thing here, Nathan, like I always say, Liberia, our number one problem is us, the citizen. Liberia is not a country that we have to take things lightly or easy. The entire drugs business, if the citizens of the 15 counties could rise up and shut down the entire country, Joseph Boakai will not go Ghana or go play nonsense. Gogo Koma will not just wake up and leave from the country. These people living on our tax money. These guys, children going to good school on our tax money. These people, their family living in good, conducive environment. Their children going to good school. Our brothers and sisters dying from drugs every day. This government should be held liable for the life of those young people who dying every day in Liberia. But that can only be done by us, the citizens, rising up to the occasion and holding the president, holding the justice minister, and holding every officials. We can sit there and allow just few handful that destroying the entire fabric of our country, that tearing down the future of the next generation of Liberia. And we sit there and think that just talking or coming on social platform, how many of our people in Liberia that do not have access to internet to listen to this type of conversation that you guys having, or those type of education that you guys sparing? Most of our people are denied from those things. And that's why we that had opportunity, we had to take some time matter into our hands. Liberia is a country like a bar soul. When you get a bad sore on your skin, you have to put biomelecine to be able to heal that sickness. And this is how we have to take Liberia. If we want for Liberia to be a better society for our children and children to come, we have to sometimes take matter in our hand and sometimes really be aggressive about it. That's the only way that change will come. But if we leave it with the unity party, I'm telling you, that country will be destroyed, my brother. Right. But thank you for the opportunity given me.
Thank you, Lucini. Thank you for your participation. Joseph right here. Joseph Colley joined us from New York City. Joseph, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Brother Niton, and to my brother Prince and Leo. Leo, my condolence to you and the family, man. May God take control of everything, man. God bless you, brother. And straight to the issue, my people. Look, let's be real here. Joseph Boakai is a beneficiary of this drug thing that is going on. He knows about the 100 campaign how they call it now, Jeremy Pia, but how they call it votes. The former minister said, wherever money comes from, we will hold it and run our campaign. Wherever money comes from, we will take it and run our campaign. And we see since that time, what have been unfolding. In the like of Jeremiah Pia and your little boy, son of down there, look, you see the people, you know that they are hard. Maybe it's like somebody draw you guys and start insulting people. They don't care about anybody where you come from. They are definitely insult to anybody. And brother, you're talking about, in the street, not selling in the street. They're not just being in the street now. How they call it not selling in the street. They are living in the street. Their houses are being broken down. They are living there in the street, not different place. They want to go after. No wonder why the Internal Affairs Minister will enrich somebody. You guys are on what? People won't behave like that. You don't keep looking at people in government. You don't rape somebody child. Send them to hospital and say, yes, it's true that their child will be raped. You still keep that person in government. How do you operate government like that? You know what kind of thing don't happen here? But you guys are just criminals. You know what the brother come all in the run away. You see what I'm saying? It's not an incident. The thing come around the and all the guys
You're right.
They're out of the country. You know what you want to say out the tell say we don't know what for it. Look, literally, you're button your knee, your thinker. Now they expose you. You serve with the space over you. God bless you all, man. When the fight is on.
All right, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much, Joseph. And hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your name?
Thank you very much, Dito, and your co-host in the United States. This is the Common Post Chairman. My name is Stephen P. Willie, and I represent Concern like Member Justice.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you, my brother.
You see, I think it's so key and crucial to the form movement of Liberia. But let me just tell you, that Dutch information you're giving, anybody can remember the government gave or Salone or construction company contract?
Yeah.
The CEO of that company is the man. His name is Adama Bari. He Marabio, the married two sisters. I think he got a small sister and Marabio got a big sister, something like that. The man is wanted internationally. Now in Italy, he's wanted. That the man the boss said the gay contract to do road from Simple Bridge to the border to Salem border. That the man. That two that means now you are going to be doing a business like road. You now even tell Rudy you already started. That the man that is associated with that job. But these people just feel we are foolish in the country. They long been doing it. That what I told one of them, you better go to put one cola in place and go to look for the men who go and start telling sorry. Because you guys lie here, and the lie was so coordinated, it was sustained until the Labrambo boy on lie. You see how your disgrace has come out? The people are disgraced. No way to hold it. You pass it so a boss so. They think that water. When you hold it so, a boss so. When you pass it on the other side, it opens on the other side. So, Joseph Boakai, the narcotic boss, wherever you are, you better go beg the people some that you lie on the lie is no longer sustained. Like Martin Luther King said, the lie will not survive forever. One day the truth will rise up. So the truth is coming on now. Liberians will see it and they'll have to live with it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Let's go to the women's line. Yeah, let's listen to the women today. Yeah, let them make that contribution. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, Leo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Peter calling for today, concern Liberian for justice. Thank you very much. No, my brother. No, they Boaka and Greco Common in the country. The term of drugs killing our children. They were on the street yesterday, campaigning that President we have brought drugs. Yeah, women that wear black clothes, they were on the street protesting for drugs. Today, they brought 19 billion drugs, and they deported 19 billion drugs today. They are not speaking, they let the country in Nemo, they go sit down. People come go sit down in Europe, you know what go on because they want brother drop, they get up for here because they didn't get time for the Liberian people. No, let me tell you, they drop this way, that the new play, they brought drop on a person, we are the one bring drop to damage the government, and today they are in and all day. Wow, it's great today. They were sending drop in UK or African country. Let me tell you, July 17, we will get on the street, and you they will get prepared with their rebel leader, that you will kill all because we will tell the international community that let's trust that your brother was sending out of the country. Your protesting gay and will not go on a carpet. All the people that brought drum and that couple there that will walk out and fly with walk out and they brought drum, one fast, and Richard Kuka will carry drugs around to send it with no other information. Therefore, any person needs that not tied to that draw. We told the last 17, we will join the street and tell the international community to our brother drum with this all of them and tell all walk away, cancel with they were brought to destroy our children, they were protecting us and we are come to the land, so they may appear like opening a box.
Thank you, Lawrence. Leave Latin, Lawrence. So the guy, okay, the Dutch guy, the name is Bellajos. One Bellajos, I think it's a Dutch name. So he's a fugitive. So he's wanted. He's highly wanted. So he's somewhere around Freetown. That's the information we're getting. One of the hardcore drug law, it may have been shipping cocaine across the globe. So one Bellajos is a Dutch man. So he's somewhere around there. So it's been alleged that he has a connection to the drug issue, but we're still following up that information. And Lawrence says, the CDC officials should be advised because people are intending to pull drugs in their luggages whenever they travel. Lawrence, they can do it, because Lawrence is trying to put on the alert that they are planning to put drugs in the suitcases of CDC officials whenever they travel to the airport. So they should be very careful. Before somebody goes shot something.
And Newton, we just gave you this information. Newton, to just
what's
give
the
you.
name?
Abraham and Kelly calling for Amagashi District 2.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, thank you, brother. You see, the Pune came to lie to the old man, he deceived the Liberian people. You see how they deceive the people? You are here every time crying on President we are bringing drugs, President we are doing drugs. When we get our power, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop drugs for coming to Liberia. We're going to stop the children for on the street. Look at their government. They lie to the Liberian people. Look at their government. President we are not in power now. Why we are talking about drugs at this time? Why? To show that they got there, they were only there to lie to the Liberian people so they can get their power, so they can steal. And reason why today you see all of them making themselves. Look at the other men they call Mo Aliyu. That man who issued that corruption news, Mo Aliyu. Mo Aliyu was one of the first that was here talking to the Liberian, telling the Liberian people, John we are like this. Then why this time? But we pay them to the now. Inshallah, we pay them. Can't turn it to the now. We make sure the United Party government will get it out of the presidency in Liberia. will make sure President Weah will come back 2029 and take over this country and rescue the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. So the CDC is recalibrated. I like that. So the anniversary is just few days from now, and I'll following the cleaning up exercises. And the other day, you could see just cleaning up at the CDC headquarters in Grange there. You could see the crowd. You could see mammoth crowd. So what much more about the program, the anniversary? Imagine just the cleaning up. You saw the number of presidents that show up. Just cleaning up, Leo. CDC, anyway, but CDC is not a surprise. The CDC is the only grassroots political party in Liberia. So it's not a surprise anyway when it comes to numbers. Hello.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nita.
Good evening, Spencer.
Thank you very much. Nita, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I come from Down Coast Spoon Hill, Wingtown community, a member of Concerned Liberian for Justice. Look, Nita, there is something that I'm not understanding from the Justice Minister today. This Justice Minister told us a few days ago that he would not come out to jeopardize, he would not come out with any names that would jeopardize the proceeding of the case. 11 days later, the Justice Minister is telling us he's coming with 11 persons as persons of interest. This is my question to him. Is he telling us that those persons of interest that he came out with today will not jeopardize the case that will make the perpetrator, the real perpetrator, to run away, for which he was telling the legislature that he will not do? Look, in my mind, this government is proceeding wrongly on this drugs and they are exposing themselves by the day. This action of the Justice Minister clearly indicates that the government is in the know about these drugs. That's why they want to play on the minds of us Liberians so that this drug issue can die perpetually as it was done to the border issue in Sodoma. Look, let the government wake up and do the real thing. President Bouakai, do the real thing so that history can judge you tomorrow. If this drug case is your son, if it is any of your senior government official, come out and say the rightful thing so that justice will not delay in this case so that history will judge you tomorrow. Okay. It is better to do the rightful thing and do that to the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. Let's go here and let's speak with this person. Hello. Hello. Hello, are you there? Hello. Are you getting us?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, I'm getting you. Are you getting me? I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Hello. Oh, yes, we can continue with people have to go. Yes, because we have other people. And these guys, I don't know. I don't know what to say. These guys are very crooked. Very crooked. These guys said I think there was a time when their bodies, our disadvantaged youth, bodies were all around the streets. And they said they were building rehab to take those guys there. Can you hear about any rehab for those guys? Can you hear about rehab again? And the government said, I think so. They were paying rehab. The Lord said they had a rehab center. They were carrying these guys there for rehabilitation and nothing. They got come on, this country is quite interesting. Quite interesting. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. I'm getting you. What's your name, sir?
Okay, yeah, I think there's a problem.
I'm getting you.
What's up, line?
Are you not saying getting us?
You guys, if you hear me, can you check up what's going on with what's up?
We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
Go ahead with your points.
We are hearing you. I think the problem should be from your end. The problem is not from here. We are hearing you anyway. And we are hearing you. The problem is not from here. So let's go to the women's line. I think let's speak with this person here. And hello. Hello. Hello.
Check. I can go ahead now?
Yeah, go ahead. You getting us now, right?
Yeah, I get it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Some of us remain quiet in the back and give our support. My name is Kaifo Makono. Many people will know me when I call his name and commonly called Man of Faith. But I just want to say this. We will remain quiet until the day shall reach. All the guys, I always used to say when I have my lay podcast, that most of the inexperienced guys who came to America here, they did their basement degree. They stay right in the basement. They go online school with no experience. How will you do criminal justice? Then you're working in a group home, taking care of old people, then they go make you to be police director. What experience are you taking to the table? It is better to take our boys who down there, who been in the service and graduate from the University of Liberia, give them the job. They know the work. But we underestimate all these things. Yeah, where we are now, foreigners carrying our passport, our country now, Liberia now have been turned into a drug cartel zone. Why is the country going like this? They call themselves educated people from under the basement. How can they put their education into use when our country, the elected men were there? It was not correct for us to become our leader. Today, they are the educated people. Why can't they govern the way they're supposed to govern as educated people? They abuse the justice system. They abuse human rights. They abuse homes. They make our people to be vulnerable in the streets. No homes. So people keep begging us online, help me, help me, help me. Why? When the past government was serving the people, social debt ballet was in the street. Now they're living body. And they brought job for them. Don't get me wrong. This is a good NGO job that came. Liberia now is one of the major producers that the factory will open in there with cocaine. We'll be surviving. Until they can tell us we need no more supply. Then we'll change it maybe to Kasawa. I thank you, people.
Thank you, Man of Faith. Thank you. I like that. Thank you so much, my brother. So let's go to the women line. I think this person is right here with us. And okay, this person slipped off the line. So 0772 23 99 33 0777 98 0375 0886 30 44 97. Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm telling you, where you from?
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you. I hear all the things you say. You see, we the labyrinth. We know how to cook a pregnant. We give more and we need to do. People mean that if women were coming to power, they still will allow they put it in there. And if one time was playing all the person, they may 2 FM. They draw you and put man. You get go around and find no get to eat in Morocco again. They all they put it aside. What do they want up? That demo for me. That demo for me. They wire. That was funny. Working in a brother. You're working. No, you see somebody in the corner. They say they dress up. We are see the money. They giving it to go to sell it. So the United Party they try for them they have or a coup. Because they listen they are talking in a brand for local United Party they look at United Party for a party member there election la blood look at the nature. Then one 1 year. So 2029 I'm a fear. Because 2029 when they read the election, then the blood protect and let's say that one later die. And you see how when you planning to how when you getting on it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Nico.
Hello. What's your name?
How are you? My name is Abraham. I call for Facebook. Thank you for the show.
Yeah, Abraham, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. You know, thank God, at least God will give President we are wisdom at least to make us know the behavior of this time. So we are accepting our country, but has ever been done the way it was done in 2023. The bureau will have been saying like Joseph Boga was being the best person to lead this country, whereas he's only there to destroy the country. Look at what they are doing. How could you say $100 million drug issue happening here? When you saw the case, when the court that were connected to the case was brought to book for the government only lost the case because what they presented as evidence was not sufficient. And not only that drug was not caught in Liberia on a soil, it was caught on a sea. That those are some of the things that you supposed to know. So if your brain is not correct, where you start, you sit down to Minister of Information instead of being Minister of Information, you just sit down to insult in making to be Minister of Insult. You have to learn from your mistakes and apologize to the Liberian people for the wrong that people are doing. And don't think that you are doing anything good to that place. You are destroying that ministry. If God does not help, that place will be destroyed forever. Until if God can come in and make it better, be better for the next government that is coming. But you see, when you go in opposition, you call people to insult government or president. Now you go in a position of the presidency. They are responsible for causing president. But you see, they are doing in a ministry, they are causing people what they are insulting. Tomorrow, when somebody can't really see things, you want to be criticizing.
All right, my brother.
President Weah is the best president for this country. Indeed, they are lost and lost. Even Joseph Boga, they are supporting today. They were president. Oh, we are talking to the hospital to resuscitate him and make him to be president today.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for your point. Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Yeah, hello, my son.
Hello, how you doing? What's your name, man?
Yeah, my name is Mai.
Mai, go ahead. Let's hear you.
People, thank you for educating us. We know now. The people that were not know first, or we took and last 17 times we went to protest. I was all on this media. I told the people that this name, we can't be to our own home. We got refugees or displaced. So the president is doing well for us, very really well. But then that the name who they call Poe Kaba, who Kakula Moto, he was working with Kakula Moto. He told all, he said that name, if they put Joseph Boga in a chair, you will suffer. The men are saying, that's also drugs he's dealing with. You see? So he was, how you call it? He was very little before. So he don't have feeling for us. So let him know. I told the international community, the American, let them go say Boga for over us. They never destroy the country. That's what I'm telling you people.
You're right.
So that's also drugs he's dealing with.
You're right.
How you used to bring the drugs, then he was lying on Joria that with President Weah that he the one spoiling the children and that he the one spoiling the children. All his children, the inside.
You're right.
They got drugs and how they call it. So that man really Joseph Boga move for over us. The 3 years, the 2 years that remain. Your girl will destroy.
You're right.
So I asking the international community, let it judge that man go. I see where he get it from. Let him move for over us. I said I think over how you call it, freedom.
You're right.
They never take it serious. They can't to a reality now.
All right.
So that man move for over us.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. You're right, mother. You're right. Hello.
Good evening, Nico.
Good evening. What's your name, boss?
I'm Joseph Ute, calling from Japan Free Wave Drive.
Joseph, let's hear you make your point.
Yeah, Ute. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the update that you people are doing on a daily basis. I pray for you people that God should guide you people. God should straighten you. And to the issue, Nathan, I think we need not to waste time. As my brother just said, Lucini, that the Liberian people need to wake up by this time. We need to wake up because the 3 year or the 2.5 year that is following, we don't know what may occur. We don't know the occurrence. So we should not say that and say we'll start 2023 and put Joseph Boga and his cartel in a better position to continue to destroy our country and destroy our tomorrow people and destroy the future of this land. Look, the issue of the drugs business, it tie around our nation, it tie around us, it tie around our future, it tie around our destiny. I want to admonish the Liberian people. We need to rise up now to the occasion, and then up to this the hair of the whole matter, which is Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai need to be investigated by the Liberian people or asked by the Liberian people. If he failed to bring any result, he should leave the post. He either leave or leave. And we are calling on the American also, as they did in Venezuela, and they remove that president from there. You are arrested for drugs and being a drug cartel. And we have one of the drug cartel in Liberia here, who is the principal drug cartel, Joseph Boakai. We encouraging Donald Trump internationally to come to our country and rescue us, from on top of this man, and rescue us from over this man, rescue Liberian people from over this nightmare that we are going through. We are calling on the international investigator to come to investigate severely to know how these things are happening, and whosoever that is involved, they should take responsibility. They should take responsibility. We are tired of this thing. Our children are all in the street dying, Nito. They are dying. They are dying. Their future is being damaged. Some of them went to school, some of them graduated, and they are just, roaming about in the street. They are just loitering about in the street. Who to arrest the occasion? Who to arrest the situation? There is no one to arrest the situation. And we found people around here or living a luxurious life, few person, one or two person living a luxurious life. The Liberian people need to rise up to the occasion. We need to rise up now instead of waiting for 2029 to sack Joseph Boakai and his cartel.
You're right.
He is not in the interest of this nation. He is not in the interest of this nation. He is not in the interest today, tomorrow, and whatever time. He is not in the interest.
Okay, my brother, you're right. So it's time to rise up, to stand up for your country. So if you can rise up now, then it means forever you got to hold your peace. So the caller. So I'll take just 3 more calls, then we can cross over to our panelists. Like the caller say, Joseph Boakai should resign because of all the kind of thing there. Yeah, Joseph Boakai resign. Joseph Boakai. Yeah, when a responsible government does that. I was reading something quite recently. I think 2 days ago, the government of Equatorial Guinea resigned. You know what? The government resigned. Just simple thing. The government say, "Oh, we lied to the people that we're going to deliver on so and so thing in so and so time." But since we fail to meet key performance, targets, so we'll leave the country. It's just like you keep me saying 100 days, you'll do X, Y, you build roads. No car will stick in the mud. So within 100 days, what a responsible government would do, in 100 days, if you fail to deliver on those, performance targets, you will step aside because you lied. You lied to the public. So what happened? I think the German chancellor, the other day, I think, some years back, she stepped aside. Other countries have been doing it. But when people are corrupt, when the man is corrupt, the government is corrupt, what are the Christians doing what they will not step aside, they will not resign. When in Europe, a few countries, Equatorial Guinea, they defeated. Yeah, Equatorial Guinea, the government resigned after failing to meet, some performance targets. But they will do it. So let's take 3 more calls. Hello.
Huh?
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Nathan is not calling.
Yeah, go ahead with just 1 minute, no time.
Yeah, Nathan, the people you are saying actively. It's here, the people from the beginning. Is ill. Or if I present to the thing, I father is well at that time to buy paper. So what is vision that you can put into Liberian people? Nothing. Make visionless. Make ill. Think about following me this time now.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's go here. Hello.
Thank you. Nathan, how are you?
Oh, Edmo Kai. It's great having you.
Hey.
I'm okay, Edmo.
How about our guys? What's up to you guys, man? Great show. God is wonderful. And
when you understand the working of God, you can be happy. Those of us who are sedition and supporter of President Weah, the news that are coming up, we can just forget about our draw around, someone can just be fought. Because that God can disgrace you. When you think you're somebody, God will tell you, say, I'm ready to deal with you. This is the turning point for the Unity Party government. Nobody, it was good that we listened to our president. We allowed them to feel by themselves. Let the man of God say, he said, Boakai has no idea. He unable to do anything. Even you gave him 50 years, he will not be able to do anything. But the Liberian people will not know. Some of the Liberian people will not know until the day he will leave his thing. That's a fact. Because what the people going to be asking themselves 2 years and a half. What about bro? What are you being able to attract here? You walking HTTC shallow. That is clear. No, nothing the president has been able to undertake on his own beside the so-called 285 yellow machine, which of course, if you check it, you can't reach to 285.
No, it's not a yellow machine. They call it earth moving machine because everything are yellow machines. They call it earth moving. 200. They get dump truck, they get pick up, then that. So they're not yellow machine. Everything are yellow machine. So use the word earth moving equipment.
That's the only one that you will say CDC me is not in it. But everything that are happening here, that CDC here, but they are embarrassed because the way in which they show us to be, they're not able to say it. Because they say we're not doing nothing. So they draw issue, we will continue to float it. Like new information continue to come in on a daily basis. We are happy. Okay? They were thinking, say, when the justice minister said he's no longer going to release information because investigation going on, he felt that you're going to be the Liberian normal politics where we're talking and then we end it and 1 hour say the poor got no say in it. But this one, the international community are connected to it because they hate it. They don't want for it to affect their citizens and their country. So later they get to know the international community were going to be involved. So he was forced by pressure to come up with a press conference today. What did he say? All of the names we've been hearing. Oscar Brown. All of the names that we've been hearing. Ruth, the one who just scanned. Does somebody say, can you scan it by? She scanned it. She pressing on interest. King. Those are all the names that we have been hearing. That the same name the minister called here today. Then he stayed away from the dead body in his grave and portray him today that he one of those. So now, why not he forget when the I said the last time, whether can he confirm whether this Zia man is living or not? He said he could not confirm. But today he came again to us say Zia is a person of interest. They're going to look for him here. Great.
Zia not talk.
So that's how confused they are when the men of God talk about confusion. The justice minister is an embarrassment to the government. They don't know. They generally ask you about the last time. You are talking about you never wanted to put the information up. How come now you put it on? You say, but the information are up there. They are all on the social media and they are on the radio. Can you kill me? So it's because of the pressure that drove the Unity Party justice minister to come sit down today. He said he briefing Liberian people about the investigation. These are all players. I am working here. Cargo come. I inspect it. I send it through and go. We want to know the real doer. We want to know who the brave person that taking 19.2 million worth of cocaine. They are all men who will not say drug, we call it cocaine. All of Liberia sending it to the UK. That's what we want to know, Justice Minister. But anyway, we don't want you responsible because they do the investigation. They say, hey, go sit there and go read it. When you sat down, you read it. The drug issue, we're not right. We'll push it. President, we have brought 100 million for what for drug skin here. We know they were investigated. Those that were involved, they could set them free. The drugs was brought in front of international community. So why do you bring it here? We're talking about export. We're not talking about import now. You, Liberia, you are not referred to as the Mexico in Africa. That's why we're talking here.
Thank
so
you.
We're not going to be silent.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about it.
Thank you. Liberia's not a Mexico in Africa. So we'll take the final person. Yeah. So a later will close up. Yeah. Yeah. A later will close up on the call section. Hello.
Yeah, thank you, Master. Thank you for taking my call.
And the rifle lady, the general, they said people can be the last.
Yeah, thank you. I will be the last. And we say thanks to you. Look, brother, what we've been saying all those years, it has shown faith. I will say thanks to President Weah, who gave us and say, oh, take the seat. Go. These are the people. Look, according on Biafra, history written, we need a just result. Before he leaves, that is also jolly job. If you resign, let it be a worker, how will live a life? Let worker come all of them, drag them to hell. And drag them to hell. He saw a family telling the people that the train are coming, that the people breaking it. From the head to the toe. The of government, they're breaking the job. When the men tell them, oh, yeah, you want that job? They all put you in the movie. That man said, go, when I was saying, want to expose the government, go, when I was, and they broke the FOE. What's going on now? They brought 54 million jobs. They said they want to resign. Our children are sorry. People go when they do the well, I still in now, and do the well, when you say, they do the report today, they open that job before resigning. He was a report man for the country. What was the one that Johnny want to resign? Becky Biafra, you shouldn't go and say, oh, who be that job in the country for a show of this tablet? Our culture will just come and get later on before leaving. If you leave, I will take you call your Biafra. You shouldn't go. Let it say, oh, who be the job in the country? I start them because your salary is off. Thank you.
Thank you, the general man, CZ. So,
yeah.
So, Lucini Vani, what? Lucini, why are you wasting your time on the man? The man say, Joe, we are not coming back. That they get a country. That they make it, they vote on. So, James, they didn't allow opinion you. Because now, you own a CDC platform. You make all kind of comment. So, Joe, we are not coming back. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, but yeah, and you continue to pay you. Let on the development, I show you so. You didn't make you leader for 40 years. Instead, you leader for 40 years. I didn't think will make you leader for 40 years. They on the development. Yeah, at least Joe, we are paying 100 Barry Hospital in Bapolo County. Joe, we are paying the worst fees for people there. Joe, we are doing a lot. Yeah. So no problem. Yeah, we accept it. So let's cross over to our diaspora team for their pattern comments.
Yeah, let me do my closing. Again, Prince, Newton, and all of our listening audience. Let me say thank you for all of the well wishes. Amen. Thank you all for reaching out, for calling. But look, I'll close like this. Newton and Prince, you guys remember the guy who America released was a prisoner, and no other country was willing to take that guy in Liberia. And Joseph Boakai said, yeah, that guy is needed to be connected to most of the big-time drug lords around the world. That particular guy is needed to be connected to one of the big-time. He's one of the. As a matter of fact, he was here in jail in America for murder and drugs. When America was ready to release that guy, President Boakai said, bring that guy here. And also, it has been a pattern. If you notice, very common, whenever there's a big drug bust in Liberia, he leaves the country. It's a pattern. I've noticed that. He will travel. Again, I want us to pay attention to that. So this drug issue is not going to go away anytime soon, as long as President Boakai is the president. But I would like to let our Liberian people know that His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah is coming back, for which I want to take this time to congratulate my little brother, Tim Weah, for his last performance in the World Cup. I don't know if he played today, but I understood that USA won. You know, why other people are fighting, the king's son is rising. Okay? And lastly here, I will say to President Boakai, if you know why President Maduro of Venezuela was taken out, Almighty Maduro, if you know why he was taken out, President Boakai, you are not too powerful. Even you too, you can get down. Even you too, you can get down when you come in office and lie to the Liberian people that you're going to do good by them. And all of what you've given to the Liberian people is gross disrespect, lies, and theft. Steal from the Liberian people. So we know you guys for who you are, but the sun is going to shine again on Liberia. It's not too long. That 2.5 more years is not too long. But I also want to say thanks again to Prince and all of our listening audience for giving us your time today in your houses and homes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leo, and we appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. In spite of your bereavement, you were still able to brave the storm to join us just because of your country. That that shows patriotism. Thank you so much, and then Leo, my DPS condolences once again. Prince, let's have you on.
Yes, sir. Again, I want to say thanks to Liberians who have decided that they will not be quiet under this particular cartel government. I want to say thanks to our mothers who are in the villages and towns, those voices that never used to be heard yesterday, but today they are speaking out. I mean, our people from Clarendon, from Gibraltar, from all the way there, Jenewene, from all the way there, Papa, and etc. I want to say thanks to Liberians that today they can objectively be able to put their government feet to the fire. I want to say thanks to everybody who continue to send in meaningful contribution in terms of comments and sharing. Let me say this. This government is run by a notorious figure in the persons of Joseph Newman Boyka. He has given these people the green light to commit crimes and do anything that they want to do, but they should just give him his share. This man has no moral. We've seen a time with our number. How can somebody declare to the Liberian people and to the world that drugs is going to be treated as one of the #1 enemy, and you declare a state of emergency? But with such a huge drug burst in the country, you are playing politics with it, and you are sitting down in Ghana enjoying yourself only because you want the pardon. Look, this government, and I will borrow from the word of my brother Jake, has been blackballed. The reason why this government has been blackballed is because of their own behavior. Not because the opposition is laying their complaint or giving any kind of narrative that is completely false from the truth. This government is blackballed because of a behavior. When you have a president that decided to disrespect the rule of law, the Supreme Court, you think people want to deal with you? When you have a government that is saying that they will not respect international partners, they will do what they want to do, you think people will give you credence? Today, we have cartels that are in high places that have been given the opportunity to roam in our government and have their will without anything done. Today, let's look at what is happening. People who are connected to this government can commit crime and walk away in broad daylight without anybody touching them. Oh, you don't believe what I'm saying? Go and ask our brother, Peter Bonjala. Peter Bonjala, a man who was in the NSA. Today, the boy that he sodomized, that boy is living with perpetual pain. While Peter Bonjala is in Monrovia Central Prison, in the evening they can bring us up. Then when the day ready, he lay in there, they carry him back inside. The court has not been able to listen to that case. Or if you don't believe me, then go and ask at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, J. Brian McGill, the man who sexually molested a minor. The Ministry of Gender were not able to say a word. Police gave them man clearance and say, but oh man, and they're clearing here, you're free. Nobody get no case on you. When you are a criminal, when you are a lawbreaker, you commit crime, you will be shielded by this government. Don't believe me? Go and see what happened to Madam Councillor Gloria Mususka that was in prison. Daniel Sanders, the Deputy Information Minister boss, went to the Central Prison and said, oh man, we can't appeal to you on behalf of the government. And after a certain time, she was free. So under this government, it is not strange. The cartels have taken over. But Liberians, we have to be vigilant. We have to talk. Put money in your phone. When you see, you talk. Because it's almost like we are on our own. The government does not care about us. The government don't even want to know whether we exist as a people or as a nation. All they care about is putting money in their pockets. And that's why we should not keep quiet. That's why whenever we come up to talk, give us the necessary support, either in sharing, either in liking, in whatever way, so that we can bring you the information that will prepare you to ensure that this government is exposed. Because unfortunately, they don't care. When you're listening to the information minister, you hear the garbage he's saying. When you're listening to the justice minister, you hear what he's saying. Somebody who was well respected because he have decided to compromise integrity for his belly, you will come up today now and call people name. When yesterday you said and you could not jeopardize the investigation, you can't call people name, but today you can't call people name. You think we're listening to what we refer to as nonsense? But thank God that the Liberian people are now learning from the source of authentic information through like the Kings FM, the Banner FM, the Freedom, and etc. under the Palava Hut and all these other platforms. We'll continue to give you the authentic and the unfiltered truth so that you can use it to confront this government. On this note, my brother Newton, it's always a blessing for us to have you. I want to say thank you so much. Teacher Light, we are grateful to all the family there at Kings FM. You guys are doing exceptionally well. You know, to the team there, to His Excellency, thank you so very kindly. He's here. And I want to say congratulations to my second country, you know, the United States of America. Today we're victorious, you know, in crossing over again. So it's a privilege. You know, it's a privilege. So thank you all very much. For those of you who call, want to say thank you. Those of you who could not come through today, we also want to say thank you. And let's continue to follow Kings FM, share it, and let's make sure the information is spread wide and far. Thank you so much, my brother Newton. It's a blessing, and have yourself a God bless day from my end.
Criminals make the law.
Thank you. Just thank you, Prince. Thank you, Leo.
Corruption.
Yeah, bro. Bro will have Lord to join us.
Who are meant
due to some circumstances.
Instead,
he was unable. But I'll be bro will join us next week on the next week's edition of the program, the Diaspora edition of Face the Issues. So we want to say we are grateful to all of you, grateful to all of our followers, all of our commenters. We'll always be grateful to you. And like we said, this is our country, and in spite of the difficulties, in spite of the different situations, we got to keep fighting. We shouldn't back down. We shouldn't give up, because if we give up, nobody will face this country for us. We ourselves, we need to face our own country,
because they did
go to South Africa
to serve themselves.
The issue about xenophobia, the xenophobic attacks, and they are now sending people out. They say they want to face their country.
Many people.
Why is it true that yes, we don't support that? We don't support xenophobia. It's not good. We are all Africans. We should embrace one another. But let's face our country too. Let's face the system. We need to stand up. My name is Newton Togba. Thanks to all of you. Have a set of pleasant weekend. Bye bye.
In Nigeria, lawyers become liars, thieves, hold tight. We can never find justice where criminals make the law. Justice cannot exist where power is built on corruption. In a country where those who are meant to protect the people instead protect their own interests. When criminals write the rules, truth becomes a threat. Honesty becomes weakness, and integrity is punished instead of rewarded. In this country, the law is no longer about right and wrong, it's about control. It's about silencing voices and rewriting narratives. The guilty walk free because they designed the system to serve themselves, while the innocent are crushed by rules that were never meant to protect them. This is why many people lose faith, not because justice isn't important, but because they watch evidence being manipulated before their very eyes. They call oppression order. In Nigeria, lawyers become liars, thieves hold titles, and those in authority abuse the people while hiding behind the very power they were entrusted to uphold. How can justice survive when corruption sits on the throne? How can truth prevail when lies are rewarded? The people are watching, people are suffering, and one day the voices they try to silence will become too loud to ignore. But I am Big Lion, the online soldier. I just want to let you know that justice may be delayed.